Shut up.
And I'm hearing you, Lord. 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 Alien, go right through hell and come back again.
So I'm probably gonna do two videos. The first video I'm going to address James Gunn contemplating on bringing in the Batman into the DCU. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video because I do have some stuff to say about that. But I do want to talk about this Lantern things. So he talks about lanterns, and there's a video of him talking about it, but I'm giving you guys the article because, again, I don't want to go through the video and stuff like that. So, and he talks about the lanterns, and I guess the question was, talk about Ryan Reynolds reprising the role. Ryan doesn't give a S. Last, one of the first people I talked to after getting the job was Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, yeah, you coming back? He's like, get the F out of here. I'm joking. I wasn't really telling him to come back. You probably were. Who cares? But he goes and paraphrase the Lantern. And as some talk about lanterns will be grounded, a grounded story. Gunn responded, well, I don't want to give away all the stuff, okay? But I think grounded just like if Green Lanterns were real, what the F would they be and how would they be? The things that keep getting out is terrestrial story. I'm like, yeah, because the story takes place on Earth. They're on Earth for the story, like most of Green Lantern stories. It's not in outer space with thousands of lanterns and all that stuff. It's a grounded story being told through another lens. It's an HBO series on Earth. He goes into details and talks about other stuff. So I want to give you my thoughts on this. So many years ago, we had a Green Lantern film in 2011, I believe. I could be wrong. Correct me down there below. Starring Ryan Reynolds. That was remotely on Earth. However, the shining part of Green Lantern was when they were in outer space. Hell, they had a Green Lantern animated series where they actually focused mostly in space. People loved it. During that time, Hal Jordan got he got a resurgence in popularity thanks to the great writing of Geoff Johns. He got on board, he did this, he did that, and made Green Lantern fun to read and fun to entertain the idea of a movie. So years later, you would think Warner Brothers will learn their idea. No. They don't learn. They get worse. And this is why I think James Gunn is not fit to run DC Universe, because if he knew what made the film did not work the first time, he would say, you know what, let's not do that. Let's not make it grounded. Let's make it more fantastical, but let's make this a story about space cops in space. That's what Green Lanterns are. They're space cops. Put them in space and they can do stuff. The budget's going to be a lot of money. But again, you rather have a budget like that because, again, that's different. There's never been some type of space cop drama out there right now. I think the closest one we got was with David Ayer's Bright, and that was not even space opera. That was more fantasy. But then you can do the same, you can do the same thing with this one and put it in space where people actually want to see these guys in space. You're putting a grounded on Earth. That's no different from any other TV show. It's pretty much true crimes meet X-Files. That's what we're getting at this point. And I don't think people want that. I think people want them in space. And it's beyond me. Tom King's on this. Why is Tom King on this, not on Batman? I'm not a Tom King fan, but I know majority of his writings are always best in Batman fiasco. I'm not saying he's the greatest Batman writer, but I think majority of people can say he's a Batman writer. He's very good with writing Batman stories. He's not good with finishing it. I'm not talking about the bedroom. I'm just talking about him starting and finishing. He's not good at that, but it's Batman. The person they should have got on Green Lantern is Geoff Johns. He wrote the best Green Lantern run from the mid-2000s. He's the one you should get. And he did a great job with Aquaman. Look how much Aquaman made, $1 billion. But his Green Lantern run is a prime example of the person you should get on this show, not no damn Tom King. And what Tom King was talking about in another interview, I'm like, Lord, this may not even work. You know, James Gunn is only a fan of James Gunn. He likes what he likes, not looking like, let me get the best people who has done good work on this property or this property, this property, this property. Because we all know Green Lantern's best run is with Geoff Johns, with the Blackest Night storyline, with the Red Lanterns and all that stuff. That should be the one you get. And the Manhunters and Anti-Monitor. You get Geoff Johns on here because he knows what he knows what to do. Sorry for repeating myself. But we're not getting Geoff Johns. We're getting Tom King, whose writing is known for Batman, not Green Lantern. And now you're telling me this is a grounded story. This may not work. Matter of fact, this might blow up in their face. Because I don't have a feeling this is going to work. If you're a true Green Lantern fan, you should be worried. You should be very worried because now they're doing the same thing. They're like, well, we got these great actors and we can tell a story with the Green Lantern. But it's like, really though? And it's weird because this should be up James Gunn alley because Green Lantern is no different from Guardians of the Galaxy. And this is more, you could do a lot with this, like a very space opera cop drama with this show. You can do so much with the Green Lantern TV show, but it has to be in space. It has to be. The Green Lantern stories are better on space. He's like, oh, we could do Green Lantern on Earth. No, that's where you're going to mess up at. The only Lantern who should be on Earth, and is if you follow the series, is it's not Kyle, but it's Guy Gardner. That's in Superman. He should be the only person on Earth. The other two should be in space. That's it. But what do I know? He also goes into details in this article, talk about Booster Gold and everything else, and it's whatever. I also heard rumor that the Huntress is going to be making an appearance. I'm like, oh, dear Lord. As always, guys, I'm not going to really talk about this too much. James Gunn does what James Gunn do best. He put his foot in his own damn mouth, as always. Like, subscribe. Peace. Help me out with that algorithm. I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say about this, but that's just how I want to talk about this video. And I'll talk about the Batman casting too and all the other stuff too. As always, peace. Have a Johnson day. I'll see you guys next video.